Hello students, today I am going to explain last topic of chapter number 1, that is parthenocarpy, apomixis, agamospermy, types of apomixis, polyembryony, etc. Parthenocarpy, the process of formation of fruit without fertilization. When fruit is developed without fertilization, then that phenomena is called as parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpic fruits are generally seedless because seed is developed as a result of fertilization. So parthenocarpy, fruit formation takes place without fertilization, hence these fruits are seedless. Reasons of parthenocarpy are stimulus of pollination in orchid, that is pollination. Stimulus of pollination means pollen grains when landed on the stigma, immediately ovaries secrete certain enzymes, and by the activity of that enzymes ovary get converted into fruit before fertilization. Ovary development without pollination by secretion of hormones. Here also the same condition, ovary secretes some hormones. Here the difference between stimulus of pollination and ovary development without pollination is that here when pollen grains are landed on the stigma, then hormones and enzymes are secreted inside the ovary, for example in orchids. But in some plants without pollination, ovary secretes hormones or fruit developing hormones such as auxin, auxin and gibberellin. Ethylene are secreted inside the ovary without pollination. For example, in citrus, banana and pineapple. One variety of citrus, that is Tahiti. Here lemons of Tahiti varieties are seedless. They are developed without fertilization. So they are seedless fruits. So this is one of the reason of parthenocarpy. First reason, stimulation of pollination. जैसे ही पोलन ग्रेन स्टिग्मा के ऊपर लैंड होता है, हार्मोन सिक्रेट होते हैं ओवरी में और ओवरी फ्रूट में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है विदाउट फर्टिलाइजेशन. कभी कभी पॉलिनेशन न होते हुए भी hormones secrete होते हैं. For example in citrus, banana, pineapple. Hence banana is a seedless fruit because here also fruit is developed without fertilization, parthenocarpic fruits. Then next reason is abortion of embryo just after fertilization. Abortion of embryo just after fertilization means automatically embryo aborted after fertilization. Embryo is not developed but it get aborted, and low concentration of auxin and gibberellins also produced artificially parthenocarpic fruits. In horticultural practices, parthenocarpic fruits are prepared by injecting low concentration of auxin and gibberellin into the ovary. Literally they are injected with the help of syringe into the ovary, as a result of which fruits are developed. These such fruits are grapes, watermelon, seedless watermelon varieties, then pumpkin, etc. are produced by this artificial method. Artificially synthetic auxins and gibberellins are available in the market, and this low concentration of auxin and gibberellin are injected for the development of parthenocarpic fruit, because seedless fruits are preferred over seeded fruits. One variety of seedless Thompson variety, a capsule variety of grapes, it is also artificially produced by synthetic auxin and gibberellin. So in horticultural practices, low concentration of auxin and gibberellin are used for the preparation of parthenocarpic or seedless fruits. Then next topic is apomixis. Apo means without, mixis means mixing. Here when fertilization takes place, then fertilization means fusion of male and female gametes. So in that seeds produced by fertilization, two characters of male and female characters are get mixed with each other. But when seeds are formed without fertilization, then it is called as, that phenomena is called as apomixis. Apo means without mixing of male and female characters. Here a formation of seed without fertilization is called as apomixis, and seeds are called as apomictic seeds. For example, some species of asteraceae and grasses shows apomixis. So without fruit form without fertilization is called as parthenocarpy, and seed form without fertilization is called as apomixis. Then next method, agamospermy. Sperma means seed. agamo, means without the involvement of gametes. When seeds are formed, then it is called as, that term is called as agamospermy. Formation of seed and embryo without meiosis and fertilization is called as agamospermy. Apomixis and agamospermy are the synonyms of same meaning, having same meaning, but apomictic seeds are developed without fertilization. Agamospermic seeds are developed without meiosis and fertilization. So methods of agamospermy, there are three methods of agamospermy, that is recurrent agamospermy, non-recurrent agamospermy and adventive embryony. These are the three methods of agamospermy. Next method of agamospermy, it is also called as apomixis also. So first method of agamospermy or apomixis is recurrent apomixis. अब recurrent apomixis में क्या होता है? Formation of diploid egg directly from diploid cell of nucellus. Generally egg is haploid because it is formed from haploid megaspore. Megaspore mother cell divide meiotically to form 4 haploid megaspores, जो हमने देखा है डेवलपमेंट ऑफ फीमेल गमीटोफाइट में. तो यहाँ पे फॉर्मेशन ऑफ डिप्लॉइड एग डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द डिप्लॉइड सेल ऑफ न्यूसेलस. न्यूसेलस की ही कोई एक सेल डायरेक्टली किसमें कन्वर्ट हो जाती है? डिप्लॉइड एग में. और समटाइम्स मेगास्पोर मदर सेल्स विच आर डिप्लॉइड, दे आर डायरेक्टली डेवलप एग without forming the intermediate steps. That is, अब हमने देखा है कि मेगास्पोर मदर सेल में मियोसिस होता है, 4 मेगास्पोर फॉर्म होते हैं, फिर उसमें माइटोटिक डिवीजन के 3 राउंड होते हैं और 7 सेल्ड एंड 8 न्यूक्लिएटेड स्ट्रक्चर फॉर्म होता है. बाय बाईपासिंग ऑल दी स्टेप्स, मेगास्पोर मदर सेल व्हेन डायरेक्टली डेवलप्ड इनटू डिप्लॉइड zygote. That method is called as recurrent apomixis. And as the spore or egg is diploid, it is also called as diplospory. Diploid egg grows parthenogenetically into diploid embryo, and without fertilization this egg get converted into embryo, and seeds are viable. Here embryo are developed because embryo are diploid, because they are developing from diploid eggs, and hence seeds are viable. Viable means they get germinated and form new plant. Example, Taraxacum, allium, poe, etc. So these are the examples of recurrent apomixis. तो recurrent apomixis में क्या होता है? Diploid egg is directly developing either from diploid cell of nucellus or from megaspore mother cell. जब जैसे इसमें एग या स्पोर जो है वो डिप्लॉइड है, इसलिए इसको डिप्लोस्पोरी बोलते हैं. डिप्लॉइड एग ग्रोस पार्थेनोजेनेटिकली इनटू डिप्लॉइड एम्ब्रियो. सीड्स आर वायबल. Then next, non-recurrent apomixis, development of embryo from haploid egg without fertilization. Non-recurrent में क्या है? Haploid egg है. Recurrent में क्या है? Diploid egg है. तो haploid egg is formed from directly from haploid egg is formed or embryo is formed from haploid egg without fertilization is called as recurrent non-recurrent apomixis. Embryo is haploid, hence seed is non-viable, but sometimes seed may get germinated also, but it produced a very small and sterile plant which cannot be generally survive. So it is not fit for survival. Hence after sometimes that plant get degenerated also. So non-recurrent apomixis और recurrent apomixis में क्या फर्क है? Diploid egg is directly developing from nucellus or megaspore mother cell in recurrent apomixis, and development of embryo from haploid egg without fertilization is called as non-recurrent apomixis. Embryo is viable in recurrent apomixis, seeds are viable in recurrent apomixis, and seeds are non-viable in non-recurrent apomixis because embryo is haploid in non-recurrent apomixis, embryo is diploid in recurrent apomixis. So this is the basic difference. Non-recurrent apomixis is found in Nicotiana. Nicotiana is means it is a botanical name of tobacco. Some varieties of tobacco shows non-recurrent apomixis in a development of embryo directly from haploid egg without fertilization, and non-recurrent apomixis also seen in some species of family Compositae and Solanaceae. Nicotiana tobaccum belonging to family Solanaceae. So Solanaceae family, some members or some species of Solanaceae also shows non-recurrent apomixis. मुझे लगता है अभी ये कंसेप्ट समझ में आ गया होगा. व्हाट इज नॉन रिकरेंट एपोमिक्सिस एंड रिकरेंट एपोमिक्सिस. देन एडवेंटिव एम्ब्रियोनी. नेक्स्ट, दीज आर दी अल्टरनेटिव मेथड्स. जैसे हमने टिपिकल एम्ब्रियो फॉर्मेशन देखा है, मगर कभी कभी एक्सेप्शनली ये टाइप से होता है, बिकॉज इन बायोलॉजी एक्सेप्शन इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द रूल इन नेचर. तो ये एक्सेप्शनल एम्ब्रियो डेवलपमेंट हो गया. सीड डेवलपमेंट, फ्रूट डेवलपमेंट. टिपिकली सीड एंड फ्रूट आर डेवलप्ड आफ्टर फर्टिलाइजेशन, मगर फर्टिलाइजेशन के सिवाय अब बिफोर फर्टिलाइजेशन और विदाउट फर्टिलाइजेशन सीड एंड फ्रूट फॉर्म होते हैं. तो क्या बोलते हैं उसको? फ्रूट फॉर्म होता है विदाउट फर्टिलाइजेशन तो पार्थेनोकार्पी. सीड फॉर्म होता है तो एपोमिक्सिस. और अगैमोस्पर्मी. स्पर्मा मीन्स सीड एंड मीन्स विदाउट फ्यूजन ऑफ गमेट्स मीन्स विदाउट फर्टिलाइजेशन. देन वी विल सी दी एडवेंटिव एम्ब्रियोनी. एडवेंटिव एम्ब्रियोनी, advanced method of embryo generation, that is adventive embryony. Here embryo develops directly from a diploid cell of nucellus or integument. यानी एम्ब्रियो का डेवलपमेंट एडवांस्ड हुआ है. बाय स्किपिंग द इंटरमीडिएट स्टेप्स एम्ब्रियो डायरेक्टली, और इंटरमीडिएट स्टेजेस एम्ब्रियो डायरेक्टली डेवलपिंग फ्रॉम डिप्लॉइड सेल ऑफ न्यूसेलस और इंटेग्यूमेंट, बट नेवर फ्रॉम एग. एग से नहीं डेवलप होता है. किससे डेवलप होता है एम्ब्रियो? आइदर फ्रॉम द सेल्स ऑफ न्यूसेलस और इंटेग्यूमेंट अलॉन्ग विथ नॉर्मल जाइगोटिक एम्ब्रियो. यानी यहाँ ये भी होता है और ये भी होता है. कभी कभी न्यूसेलर टिश्यू रहता है ना, जैसे न्यूसेलर टिश्यू आजू बाजू में एम्ब्रियो सेक के रहता है और वो न्यूट्रिशन प्रोवाइड करता है. बट समटाइम्स दिस न्यूसेलर टिश्यू और सेल्स ऑफ इंटेग्यूमेंट्स गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू एम्ब्रियो अलॉन्ग विथ जाइगोटिक एम्ब्रियो. तो जाइगोटिक एम्ब्रियो एक एम्ब्रियो हो गया, और अगर न्यूसेलस और इंटेग्यूमेंट से एम्ब्रियो तैयार हो गए तो वो दूसरा, तीसरा, ऐसे भी हो सकता है. तो इट गिव्स राइज टू ए कंडीशन कॉल्ड पॉलीएम्ब्रियोनी. पॉली मीन्स मेनी, मेनी एम्ब्रियो जनरेशन. एम्ब्रियोनी मीन्स जनरेशन ऑफ एम्ब्रियो. तो बहुत सारे एम्ब्रियोज यहाँ पे डेवलप हो जाते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंगो, ऑरेंज, लेमन एक्सेट्रा शोज एडवेंटिव एम्ब्रियोनी. एडवांस्ड मेथड ऑफ एम्ब्रियो जनरेशन. एम्ब्रियो अलॉन्ग विथ जाइगोटिक एम्ब्रियो, न्यूसेलस cells or integuments also get converted into embryo. Then we will see the polyembryony. Polyembryony means the development of more than one embryos inside the seed is called as polyembryony. Polyembryony was first noted down by Leeuwenhoek 1719 में सिट्रस सीड में उन्होंने सबसे पहले पॉलीएम्ब्रियोनिक कंडीशन को नोटिस किया था. ल्यूवेनहॉक बैक्टीरियोलॉजिस्ट है, बैक्टीरिया की स्टडी करने वाले. उन्होंने दो टाइप के पॉलीएम्ब्रियोनी बताई, एडवेंटिव पॉलीएम्ब्रियोनी एंड क्लीवेज पॉलीएम्ब्रियोनी. अब एडवेंटिव पॉलीएम्ब्रियोनी, एम्ब्रियो डायरेक्टली डेवलप फ्रॉम डिप्लॉइड सेल ऑफ न्यूसेलस और इंटेग्यूमेंट. जैसे यहाँ पे देखा था, न्यूसेलस और इंटेग्यूमेंट डायरेक्टली डेवलप इनटू एम्ब्रियो, देन इट इज called as adventive polyembryony. Example citrus. And cleavage polyembryony. Sometimes zygote जो फॉर्म होता है ना by the fusion of egg and one male gamete, तो वो zygote सिंगल डिप्लॉइड सेल होती है. तो ये zygote डिवाइड हो जाता है into many parts. क्लीवेज का मतलब होता है डिवीजन. तो ये जाइगोट के छोटे छोटे पीसेस हो जाते हैं, डिवाइड्स इनटू मेनी पार्ट्स, एंड ईच यूनिट डेवलप्स इनटू एम्ब्रियो. और हर एक यूनिट एम्ब्रियो में डेवलप हो जाता है. इसकी वजह से नंबर ऑफ एम्ब्रियोज आर डेवलप्ड, एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड एज नंबर ऑफ एम्ब्रियोज आर डेवलप्ड बाय cleavage, that it is called as cleavage polyembryony, or breakage or division, hence it is called as cleavage polyembryony. Cleavage polyembryony is very common in gymnosperms. So these are the two methods of polyembryony. Polyembryony means development of more than one embryos inside seed is called as polyembryony. It was first noticed by Leeuwenhoek in 1790 in the citrus seed. Adventive polyembryony and cleavage polyembryony are the two methods of polyembryony. In adventive polyembryony, embryo is directly developing from cells of nucellus or integument. And in cleavage polyembryony, number of embryos are developing from zygote by breakage of zygote. Zygote is divided into many pieces, and each piece or unit is capable to develop into new embryo. It is found in gymnosperm. And adventive embryony का example citrus, cleavage polyembryony का example gymnosperm. With the polyembryony, this chapter is completed. Hope you all understood properly the topic.